Hey everybody, and welcome to my unboxing. Well, I already unboxed it because it was a giant box, and it was because all these sheets are quite large. These are all different surfaces that are from Grafix. So let's take them one at a time, and let's start off with this pretty one right here. Ooh, look at that. It's like those holographic stars. On here, it's called Funky Films and Mini Silver Stars. Very cool. It looks like it already has a backing of an adhesive. So yeah, it does. I can pull it right off. So here you can see it has a film, which means I just happen to have a little punch right here because I haven't cleaned up my decks yet. I can come in and I can punch out. So I just punched out that little star. I mean, look how cute that is. I love that. It's so adorable. And so therefore you could die cut this. It's showing you that there's different things. So you can cut with scissors, you can actually punch it, you can die cut it, you can do all things. And it's this beautiful holographic film. I'm just going to put that little star off to the side. In here it has 6 sheets and they're all exactly the same, which this one is called Mini Silver Stars. So pretty. I love that. I love that it's already adhesive. That's kind of cool. And it's got this really cool, I mean, it just really is picking up really well all the different holographics. So it's going to have the range of the rainbow colors. From my perspective, I mean, from your perspective, it looks all over the place, but this looks more green and this looks more pink. But every time you twist it and turn it, it's going to have a different colors. They're going to be all over the place. So pretty. All right, here we have some shrink film. Oh, these are different colors. So I have played, pretty much just the only thing I have played with is the different types of shrink film that Grafix has. But look at the pretty colors they have. Look at all these gorgeous colors. So shrink film is exactly what it is. It is film that will shrink when you add heat to it. So you can cut this out into all different fun shapes. You can die cut this, you can punch this, you can rough cut this. And then I found the easiest way to do this is to pop this in the oven, but you can also use your heat gun, which is kind of fun too. But look at all the cool shapes. You can also color on these with alcohol markers. And I have a couple videos, and I'll put that up in the iCard where you guys can find the videos about how to use these fun shrink films. It's really cool. So this package is just called Shrink Film, Assorted Colors, 6 colors total, and the sheets are 8.5 by 11. All right, a couple other packages. There's more shrink film. This one is sanded. It's called Super Sanded, and this one is just white. So it's the same thing that we just dealt with, but instead of being color, like the other pack, this is a white pack. So let me open it up and I'm going to show you the difference between the two. All right, so here's the two. So this is the white, and it acts just like any other. Again, you can draw on it, you can shrink it, and it shrinks down to be 80% less or 20% of a size, depending on how you're looking at it. But it does shrink down quite a bit. On here, you can see the size difference. This is how it started, and this is what it looks like when it's done, which is kind of cool. This one right here is a super sanded, which I think is so cool. So it has this clear, so you can actually, one of the things that you could say you can do is called tracing it. So you could put this on top of something, you could trace it out and color it in, and you have this sanded texture. It's really actually kind of rough. It is like sanded. One side's glossy, and the other side is sanded. So when it shrinks down, it's probably going to have this beautiful, like almost like opaque, like sea glass look, which I think is really cool. So that's going to be kind of fun. You can also stamp on it, you can color it, you can punch it, emboss it, paint it, die cut it. So many things you can do. You do all of that before you actually shrink it down, which is pretty fun. So again, I had a couple of videos that I used with, there's actually a new one called the Designer Series where there's images already designed on the shrink film, which is kind of fun. But these ones are like blanks. They're leaving you open to do what you want to do with them, which is awesome. All right, here's another one. This is called a permanent dry adhesive, and there's 25 sheets, 8.5 by 11. Let's open it up. So basically, and I'm just kind of reading what this is called, Artist Tac. There is a sheet here that you open it up, and this is just the backing, like the back of a sticker. This right here is the stacky part. You put whatever it is you want to have sticky, you place it on there, and you rub, 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 peel it off, and basically you've transferred the sticky to that item. And so therefore you just kind of open up and use the section, and then you can cut off sections that you need to. Once the piece has got lost its sticky, I think it's kind of done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little piece of paper and punch a flower out of it and test it out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up. This side is my sticky. Just notice that sticking to my finger. I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to rub, rub, rub. And I just pulled out a sheet of little white paper. I'm going to then take off my flower, and I can see it. I can see the adhesive is transferred. It's actually a series of small little dots, like it's a dot tape runner, but it's only sticky wherever there is paper. And then now I've just created a sticker. That's pretty awesome. I love it. It's a very different way of applying adhesive compared to like a tape runner or a glue. It's a different kind of way around it, which is very fun. And just kind of looking at it, now I'm going back and looking, and I can kind of see, and I can also feel that there's a section that's lost of adhesive. I personally, just so I know that I've used that section now, I'm going to come in and I'm just going to cut that little piece out so I don't try to redo the adhesive. I just use that little piece. That's how I think I would go about it, but you can kind of see where it's been pulled up. And the last thing that's in this box is chipboard, which I think is kind of fun. There's 6 sheets, 12 by 12, chipboard, medium weight. And let's open up and take a look. So this is a good quality thick chipboard. What I have yet to do, it says that you can, obviously, I mean, there's tons of companies out there that have all these cool chipboard pieces, but now with a blank, you can kind of create your own and do your own thing, which I think is fabulous. So we're going to try it out. I have, this is actually like the Tim Holtz Sizzix die. This is the Tatter Florals. It has some really pretty flowers. I'm just going to try this medium-sized one because the chipboard says cuts great with scissors. So I'm just going to cut a section. Oh yeah, cut so I butter through here. So easy. So you could also, with a craft knife, that would be another thing that you could easily do on this. You could go through with a craft knife and you could trace something on with your craft knife or with a pencil or a pen, and then probably a pencil, and then cut it out with your craft knife. But I want to see how this die cuts. So I'm just putting in just this one little piece right where I want to die cut that. And I'm using a thicker die, not a wafer thin, but I don't know, maybe the wafer thin would work too. And there it is. So I just ran this through like I would for a normal die, and look at that. That is so fun. So again, this is using a thicker die set, but it popped out beautifully. I've not yet tried a wafer thin die, but it's something that I probably will put in my thought process of how I could cut with the wafer thin dies. But look how cool. I love that. So that opens up a ton more possibilities of what I can do with chipboard and my dies. So I'm going to lose my little flower. I'm going to pop it back into my sheet here. So many fun possibilities with having big sheets. I mean, mini books. I can now create my own style of mini book, shape of mini book if I die cut or cut in circles. Lots of options. So many fun and amazing products from Grafix. It's such a cool company. They have lots of different things to offer, from shrink film to holographic film to sticky tack or artist tack, chipboard, and there is a ton more other products out there as well. This is just a small sampling. I will be creating projects with these in the future, so stay tuned. Links will be down below where you can find these items. Thanks so much for stopping by, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.